Good morning, welcome back to my channel. Today is another day from at the judges table. Today we will be judging, I think it's the last team standing national competition with the Dallas Dazzlers. It is an all-day, full-day competition, and I'm excited. I'm the head judge, so let's get it, let's go. Alright guys, so we're gonna start off. I always brush or comb, try to straighten out my brows using the spoolie at the end of the Uoma Beauty Fro to Go brow pencil. And I'm just going to apply this. This says number 05. I'm not sure if it has an actual color, but it just is 05 from Uoma Beauty. And I paint, brows are not my strong suit. I struggle. But I just fill my brows in, making sure that I go from the corner, the inner corner of my eye, and bring my the tail of my brow all the way down to the outer corner of my eye, trying to make it even and in line with that. As you can see right here, I'm trying to make my brows at least even. It looks like, I don't know, that points on the right brow comes down a little bit. Yeah, see how it's not the same height, but I'm going to go back in and make the top just a little bit thicker to try to make that even, and then I clean it up with my concealer and then brush that out so that it's not a complete box with my eyebrows. Then we're gonna go in with the LA Girl Pro concealer in the color Tawny, Tawny. And I used to put it all the way across the top, but so much comes out that I really just put it right there in the center of both the top of my eyebrow and then the bottom, and then just spread it out from there. So just push that down, making sure that for the most part I rub the concealer into my eyebrow, or to my, not my eyebrow, onto my face, my complexion, knowing I'm going to cover it with foundation anyway, so it's okay. Definitely don't want to leave that concealer on top. And then, I accidentally covered the tail of my brow with the concealer. Although this is one of my favorite brushes. It is a BH Cosmetic brush. BH Cosmetic brush 127. That's the brush that I use for my eyebrows. And just go back in and clean those up and make them look the way I want them to look as much as possible. One other thing that I've started to do to make sure that front part of my eyebrow is not harsh is I just take that same BH Cosmetic brush 127 and just brush the edges in. Now I'm going to go in with PLouise base Rumor 04. It's a light brown, really light brown base for my eyeshadow. And again, using that same brush, the BH Cosmetics that I use for my eyebrows. Just use that same brush to pat that product in. Now I'm going to use the Juvia Place Berry palette. And I'm going to pat that deep purple into the outer corner and go and drag that over in my crease over to the middle section of my my eyelid. One of the things that I've been trying to do more since I've gotten into wearing lashes, I've got to bring my eyeshadow up higher so that my lashes don't cover what you spend so much time doing with your eyeshadow. So it's in my crease, but then I went just a little bit higher than my crease, just brought it up just a little bit, again, for the purposes of the eyelashes, to make sure that the lashes don't cover. Now I'm going with this hot pink. And I'm patting it right there directly in the center of my lid, being sure that I, mix that in, blend it in really well with that deep purple to make it blend so it doesn't look like two separate colors. As always, one eye always looks better to me than the other. It's typically whichever eye I do second. So in this case, it is my left eye. And now we're going to go in, and this is where I'm going back to blend out the edges, blend, and to also, again, bring that purple up just a little bit, to make it come above my crease, and adding some more of the hot pink. Juvia's Place palettes are so pigmented, you really don't have to use a lot. And now we're going in with the light pink to complete the look right here in the inner corner on both eyes. And I used a fluffy brush to put that, because I just wanted to put a little bit of color. Now we're using a blending brush. All of these brushes that I use right here were from Morphe. Those are all of my Morphe brushes. So that one, actually, I take that back. Clear. That one was the crayon case 04 brush, blending brush. And then that is the Milk Hydra Grip primer, which has definitely become a fave of mine. And so I'm just gonna rub that in. I try not to use both hands because my face is oily, and so I don't know, in my mind, if I use just one hand, I'm not adding as much oil to my face. But that could just be in my brain, but that's what I do. And then y'all not gonna talk about me, so I took a pause, and this is my Juvia's Place, actually, mango lip gloss or lip chap, which is really a fave of mine. Keeps my lips very hydrated. Now we're gonna go in with, again, Juvia's Place. This is number 14, and I'm going to put this number 14 in my T-zone, so underneath my eye, on my nose, right there in the crease of my forehead, above my lip, and then on my chin. And Juvia's Place foundation is very full coverage, so you really don't have to put a lot of product there. Now I'm going to take number 11, and I'm going to put number 11 right there on my cheekbone, where I'm going to contour. And one thing I've just started doing is putting just a little bit right there in those smile lines. It helps to blend in with the lighter color that I used on my chin and on my upper lip. Now, this is one of my favorite beauty blenders, and I hadn't been able to use it because I didn't know where it was. But I like this blender because it has a flat tip, and so for that inner corner to really get in there and mash that in, get the concealer moving, I definitely enjoyed. I love this blender. I actually need to get another one, so when I lose it again, I have one. But now I'm just going to blend that in. I really like blending my concealer in with a beauty blender instead of a brush. I don't know. I feel like I have just a little more control of the product, and the beauty blender gives me, I don't know, I guess the look that I'm going for. So I prefer a blender for this versus a brush, although I'm a brush for everything else. But I prefer a beauty blender for this. And now I'm just going back in because, again, you really want to get the product in into the skin and not just sitting on top, so that when you put your foundation on, it lays on top versus, you know, trying to mix in. So I do want to get, that was number 14 and 11. I do want to go down for one for each. Now I'm going in, that was Cameroon, the foundation stick from Juvia's place. And so I'm going to use, again, these are some brushes that I bought actually during their Christmas sale that I just started using. This is the Juvia's Place round buffer brush. But I like this brush for foundation because, first off, it's a circle. And so I like the circle brush. And even though it's soft and it's, I guess, kind of wide, it's still very stiff. And so it really helps to blend that product in, because I really, with foundation, you're really buffing. You really setting the foundation, especially for the Juvia's Place foundation. It's all in the brush, is what I said. Especially for the Juvia's Place foundation, since it's so full coverage, you're really just trying to buff that into your skin. And so right here, this is the Makeup Revolution Banana Deep Baking Powder. Let me tell y'all, Makeup Revolution, I've been asleep on them. And I just did, one of my last videos was a full Makeup Revolution look. I'm going to do another one because I am really feeling Makeup Revolution. This banana powder is bomb. So I'm going to put that everywhere I put the concealer. Anywhere I put the number 14 concealer, that's where I'm going to put the banana powder. And then I just add a little bit right there under where I'm going to contour to make the contour pop. That's really what that does. You put this banana powder here, and then once I go back in with the contour powder, it just makes that area, that contour pop. This is the Brownie Bar from Beauty Bakerie. It is, make sure that's, yes, it's the Brownie Bar. And I use the top one for my concealer. And again, I'm just going wherever I put that number 11 concealer, I put this using the crayon case dual brush. And I'm using the circle one again. It's more of a circle, but this one is actually, it's not stiff at all. It's very movable, very pliable. And I'm just going to put that around my edges. Remember, with contour, we just want to create those shadows. Now, this is actually one of my favorite brushes, and I got it from Walmart. Don't sleep on the Walmart brushes. It's a flower brush. I'm going in to make sure that I dust off all the extra banana powder. Now that it's kind of set for a little bit, I wasn't doing a for real set look. I just wanted, you know, to press that powder in just a little bit, dust all of that off. Make sure I buff in and blend in the banana powder with the contour. And I'm going to do my first spray of the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Mattifying Longwear Makeup Finishing Spray. So that's the first time that I spray my face. And while I'm letting my face dry, I'm very excited to use the Beats by Deb eyelashes for the first time. She just celebrated her first year with her own products. And so I bought some lashes from her while they were on sale. And so that's the first one. All of her lashes, I think when I got them, were like, I don't know, it was something off. But I got a couple of different styles. If you've been following me for any point of time, oh no, then you know that lashes, I'm new to the lash game, so I did get some. We're going to try them out and see what they look like. What I can say before we actually apply them, after wearing them all day long, where I thought I would be uncomfortable and I would feel abnormal with them, I can honestly say that's not true. I can honestly say that the lashes, they sat where they were supposed to, and they did not feel heavy. They did not get in the way. I'm always afraid, because I wear contacts as well, that the lashes and the contacts is just going to be too much for my eye. But it actually worked out really, really well. So, those are the lashes I picked. This is the Duo Eyelash Glue that I just got from Walmart. Nothing special. I've also learned it does me good to put the glue actually on my lash instead of putting it on the eyelash. I don't know why, but it just does. Now I'm using the other side of that same crayon case, dual side brush, and I'm applying my blush. Then I'm going to take, that is also a Morphe brush, and it is what I use as a contour brush. And instead of actually contouring my nose for real, a trick that I learned was to bring the contour down from my eyebrow down just a little bit into my nose, and that kind of helps to set the nose. And see, when I put the glue on my eyelash versus putting it on my lid, it just goes on so much easier for me. Now, I did have some trouble with this. We're not going to play like it just went on the first time. I ain't even going to gas y'all like that. Nah, man. It didn't. It did not. But it worked out. Eventually. So, yeah. So, now this is me. And you can see I had to take the other one off. But it's okay. So, this is putting on. This is the left eye. And so, I had to take the right eye off again. One of the things, I had it too far over. And so with the shape of the Beats by Deb lash, I just had to move it over a bit. And so now I'm going to add my highlight. This is a Bakerie. It's a Juvia's Place brush. I like the fan brushes, but with this highlight, the flat compact brushes work better for me. I also like putting, especially during mag season, putting the highlight right there on the bridge of my nose. It just makes the foundation pop. And of course, a once over with the Judy brush from Crayon Case, just to make sure that everything, I put some mascara on my lash underneath. Alright, so make any of the eyeshadow that
Good morning. We have just done one, two. We are about to get.
And so just a once over, and